is to tell clients the truth, no matter how painful or how difficult that may be for them or for you to be the one to verbalize that truth to them. And it's very difficult, and it's difficult because it requires people to hear things that they don't want to hear. And it requires for you to say things that you don't want to say. And it puts two people in a very difficult predicament. Telling clients that they're not going about their divorce the right way, that they're mistreating their children and they're not doing them any benefit by the course that they have chosen for themselves, is very difficult for someone to hear. Essentially what I'm telling them is that they're terrible parents and they should think twice about their next move because it affects their children and they're not good enough of a parent to even recognize it. They need a complete stranger, me, telling them that they're messing up their kids. And that's hard for someone to accept. It's equally hard to accept for someone that they're no longer desired by their spouse. People don't want to hear that. People want to look in the mirror and say, I'm the one doing the walking away. I am the one in control. When you have to tell them that you're not in control and this person's walking out and there's nothing you could do to stop them. You have to accept that and move forward. On my end, it's difficult to tell the truth because a lot of times what I have to say goes counterproductive to my own business interests. So I have to tell people the best thing for you is to do this quickly, not waste time, not waste money on lawyers or experts, but get in and get out as quickly as possible. By saying that, it's counterproductive to the business, to the fact that this law firm and what I do is as much of a job as it is, selling hot dogs on the street. The more hot dogs you sell, the more money you make. The more hours we bill, the more money we make. And it's fair because we've earned our right to sell these hours, just like the guy earned his right to sell the hot dogs. But telling the truth is the key. As uncomfortable as it is for both people in that conversation, I will tell my clients, you need to do this a certain way because this is ultimately what's in your best interest. And you may have been going about this the wrong way. Or you have misjudged your spouse. You thought that your spouse was this timid, scared person. But in fact, even if this is the way they were during the marriage, they now spread their wings and they've got divorce lawyers on their end to fight their fights for them. So you were wrong. The person you thought was weak and timid is strong, and you went about it the wrong way. And I also have to say to them the uncomfortable thing for me, that irrespective of how much money I make or don't make on this case, it's irrelevant. What's relevant is to get you to where you need to be. And at the end of the day, I have a lot of clients, so I kind of spread my risk over many, many cases. So I don't have to make every dollar on your case because I have a lot of cases. So as crazy as it may sound, my job here is to really get you through this as quickly as possible, even if it's counter my own business interests. But that is a foundation of a proper attorney-client relationship. That is the right way to represent someone in a divorce matter, where you are looking at that person and telling them what's best for them. And you're also looking at that person and making them understand that you're willing to put your own interests on the line and on hold to make sure you get them where they need to be. This is when they start trusting you. This is the moment where no matter what happens to them in this case, they're never going to second guess you. They're never going to think, is he doing this motion because he wants to bill me 10 hours for it? Or is he doing this motion because it needs to be done? It starts with telling them the truth. It starts with, as an attorney, you yourself accepting the fact that there's something bigger and higher and more important than the billable hour.